Morning guys, welcome. So today I'm going to be doing a lager, saaz lager, typical, no bells and whistles in this one, it's just going to be a plain old lager. Let's get to it. God damn. Okay, so at the moment my probe's showing 57 degrees in here, but I think that's out, to be honest, so I'm just going to double check with this calibrated probe. Yeah, so this is showing 52.6, so what I need to do is recalibrate the inkbird or offset. Okay, so I think what we need to find is SC, so sensor calibration. So if we hold down the set button, high alarm, low alarm, DF control, that's the sensor type. SC, so here we are. So we're still just a degree out, so I'll just change that on here again. Hope you can hear me after with all this pump noise. 53.3, yeah, we're seeing 52.9, 53 on the inkbird, so that'll do me. So I'm aiming for a target temp here in the liquor tank of 57 degrees. Let's get the grain milled. So at the moment I'm just about to underlet, so I'm bringing the water up from the base of the grain. I just think it tends not to get as much dough balls in the grain, and it just makes for a better filter bed, in my opinion. In fact, at the moment we don't need the pump, it should just hydraulically try to level out in here. So we'll come back once that's filled. So the key I find is to just slowly do this. Take your time with it, because if you put the water in too fast, the whole grain bed will just rise. So the key thing here is you just gently Bentley. So like an absolute tool, I didn't have the valve open enough, so I was waiting for something to fill that wasn't filling. Tit. So while that's waiting to fill up as well, I'll just explain. I'm just using a basic lager malt here, nothing else in here. The mill itself I used on its widest settings. If anyone wants me to explain that or just go through how I did set up the mill, I can do a short video for that. Again, you don't want to mill this too fine, because otherwise you'll end up with a stuck sparge, really, stuck mash, and it's a nightmare. So I've been there before, it's just not worth it. Yeah, so you can just see, oh, it's just starting to come up now, look, there we go. At the moment I've just set up the Herms coil, so we have the water from the base of the mash tun going through this other pump into the Herms coil, round there and back, very slowly. As you can see, that should start coming through a nice amber colour shortly. And I've got the pump recirculating in the actual hot liquor tank as well, just to make sure we don't have any stratification going on, any dead spots with the heat there. Just starting to come through now. Okay, so next what I need to do is increase the temperature in here up to 68 degrees. There we go, so that's set to 68 degrees now. And we'll set the timer as well. We've got the timer there counting down 32 minutes. 32 minutes before we do the next temperature change. All good so far. So I've just checked the pH. We've just gone about 38 minutes into the mash now. Some of the eagle-eye viewers will notice as well. I actually started my mash temperature for the lager too high. I went straight in at, well, I started at around 50 degrees, and then I went up to 68 degrees on the temperature. So I've not done a proper protein rest really, so we'll see how that affects us. But anyway, so with the pH being slightly high, it's at 5.8 at the moment, so I've got some phosphoric acid that I'm going to add. I'm just going to put 10 ml of that into the mash. So as you can see, it's still a bit cloudy, is that? It's not as bad as it was. Okay, the mash is done now. Currently at 76 degrees. And what I'm going to do is start transferring now into the boil kettle. Let's do that. What I'm also going to do is transfer the water from the hot liquor tank. That's going to get pumped across and into, I'm pointing at things that you can't even see, let me just show you. Yeah, so basically we're coming out from the hot liquor tank, through this pump again, and then through the Herms coil. It not only just makes sure that I've got every last bit of water out of the Herms coil, but it also gives it a good flush and clean through. So I'll go through the Herms coil, then back out, and then sparge at the top into here. And then we'll be going out from the bottom of the hot mash tun, out of the mash tun, through this pump, and then into the base of the boil kettle. And in there you can see that's my hop filter, 5.5 kilowatt heating element. I've also got another heating element which I may add just to get the boil going a bit quicker. Right, let's have a go with this. So with transferring the water into the boil kettle as well, it's same sort of affair as what we did with the when we initially underlet the grain. I need to go quite slow because we don't want to compress that grain bed. We don't want to stuck mash. We need to make sure that we're rinsing the grain, getting all that sugar from the grain into the boil kettle. And what I'm trying to achieve is just keeping the same level of water head just above the grain. So maybe a thumbnail depth, just to create a nice even hydraulic pressure as it's going through the bed. Right, so we're just coming up to a boil now, so I'm just going to put in now my hops, and these are what I'm going to be using for bittering, and it's 50 grams of Willamette. No bells and whistles in this one, it's just going to be a plain old lager. Yes, I know, I said it was going to be a standard traditional lager, but I didn't really have any other bittering hops around, so I thought I'll just use the Willamette instead. So there you go. Comment below, tell me I've done it wrong, whatever. Show you what's going on in there. I'll just set the timer. That should start boiling a bit more vigorous, to be honest. It's only just started, and I do want it to be a bit more of a vigorous boil, so that's too weak as it is. So there we go, a bit too much of a heavy boil that, so I'm going to just turn that down. Right, now for the boring bit. Let's clean the mash tun. Seriously, if someone knows of an easier way to clean these mash tuns, please let me know, because this is the worst bit of the job, it really is. Okay, so we've just got to flame out now. What I'm going to do now is bring the temperature down before I add the whirlpool up. So what I'm just going to show you here is the setup I've got. I read recently that you can actually piggyback two similar pumps to create a better, a more stronger, a more powerful flow. So what I've got here, I'm coming out of the boil kettle into this first pump, through the heat exchanger, then into the next chugger pump, and then through and back into the boil kettle. So hopefully we should see some good whirlpool action. Oh yeah! Check that out. We've got some whirlpool going on, guys. So, in my infinite wisdom, I've actually got the temperature sensor on the cold side of the heat exchanger, so I don't actually know what temperature is actually in the boil kettle. I want to get it to about 70 degrees before I add the hops to whirlpool, so let's just double check where we are now. So at 67 degrees at the moment, so that's perfect. So we've knocked the water off, so all I need to do now is add my 100 grams of saaz pellets. What a long day. Right, okay, so this has been going now for at least 30 minutes. I'm just going to now check what the gravity is, because I didn't have a look at that before. So we're just coming up to about 12 bricks. My starter is really looking good now. Those guys are ready to rock and roll. Oh yeah. Okay, and it looks like we've just got around 55 litres as well, so it's slightly less than I anticipated. I could, to be honest, with the gravity as it is, I could dilute that and add just to get the volume, or I could just have a killer lager that's ready for Christmas, that's high alcohol. Let's cleanse the fermenter and get everything ready. Cleanse? Why cleanse? Because we're nearly done. Oh yeah. Good old Star San, every brewer's favourite, I'm sure. No!
A few moments later.
The hell? Okay, so the fermenter's ready. All I need to do now is get the temperature. Let's drop that down. Okay, so I'll just give this a couple of minutes and then I'll reconnect this outlet from the chugger pump directly into the fermenter. And I'll keep the heat exchanger cooling as well, because I just want to make sure that we're absolutely ready to get that yeast in there, because I don't want to stress those guys out because they've been working so hard for me. So I need to give them a new home. They're going to get upgraded, they're going to get moved into this big fermenter, and they're going to have lots to munch on and make some nice beer for me. Oh yes, we are going in. Let me just show you what I'm doing. So we're going out from the pumps on the same setup as before. Still have the water going, the cold water, and then into the fermenter. Let's see, we've got what I haven't done. Oh, sugar. Just start to get a bit complacent. No! Good flow there. Oh, you need to pass me beer. Yeah.
But I said make the beer when you, so you can put the beer, so you can make beer and then put some beer in a cup. Show them.
What? Show them how to put beer in the cup?
No. I mean, show them the beer, what it looks like.
Well, this is the beer.
Never mind, just start.
Is that right with you?
Do you have to add that part?
I'll add that whatever part you want.
Okay, you can add it. Do it. Have you added it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now start.
Right guys, so, right, just so you guys can see my director over here. So yeah, brew day's done. The wort is now in the fermenter. Everything's cleaned up, yeah, all done. So if you like this video, subscribe, yeah, click like. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video. That good? Yeah, good. So what would you like to say? Yeah?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Mr. Ware.
Mr. Ware who?
I hope you listen to Daddy as well. I'll listen to him and do what he says.
And what does Daddy say?
I don't know. I'll help him.
Nature.